Hello students, today we will discuss about the social outcomes of democracy. So dear students, in the previous videos lectures we have learned about the political outcomes of democracy, and we came to understand that how far democracy is very successful in the field of politics, and politically the democratic system of governance is very successful. Now we are going to analyze that how far democratic system is very successful in accommodations of the society or the social diversity. How far the democratic systems of governance is very successful in managing the social diversity, how far they are going to have accommodations of the different social caste in the society. All these concepts we shall be learning today. So before we come to the topic, let's have the brief discussions about the case of Belgium as well as the case of Sri Lanka. So students, when we were learning about the power sharing, during that time we came to know about the issues of Belgium as well as the issues of Sri Lanka. And in Belgium, the leaders of the Belgian nations, they were very successful in managing the social diversity because they had to accept the different social groups in order to reduce the chances of conflict in the society, because there was a feelings of majority as well as the feelings of minority. The majority peoples were trying to dominate over the minority, and there was tensions in Belgium. So the political leaders of Belgium, they understood the social diversity and they managed the social diversity in the society. And how they were able to manage it? They were able to manage it by having the accommodations of social diversity. But at the same time, dear students, let's see the case of Sri Lanka. And in Sri Lanka, we see the different social groups. They are such as the Sinhala, the Sri Lanka Tamil speaking peoples, the Indian Tamil speaking peoples, and in between all these social groups, there was a feelings that the majority peoples, they do not want to have or they do not want to accept the minority. And what they wanted to do, they wanted to practice majoritarianism in Sri Lanka. And when they practiced majoritarianism, there was conflict in Sri Lanka, there was civil war in Sri Lanka, there was economic setback, there was political setback, and Sri Lanka was about to divide into many parts. But they understood the social diversity, and at the conclusions they accepted the social diversity. So dear students, from these two cases we understand that the accommodations of social diversity is very important, and in democratic society the accommodations of social diversity is given more important. Why? Because democracy, it is the only systems which gives a good platform to deal with differences as well as deal with conflict, because it used to give equal importance to each and every community in the society, irrespective of caste, creed and religions. Everyone's are given equal importance in the society, and that is why there is no chances of having conflict in the society. So dear students, here the questions is given here, and what is the questions? Do democracy lead to peaceful and harmonious life among citizens? The answer is yes. Why? Because democracy, it is the only systems that gives equal importance to each and every citizens who lives there in the society. The equal importance is given, the dignity is given to the citizens, the equal respect is given, and here the social diversity is given equal importance to manage the social differences in the society. That is why, dear children, here we understood that the democratic systems which provides a platform to deal with the differences, to deal with the different kind of community in the society in order to have harmonious life in the society. And the second important steps the democratic society or the system has taken, and what is that? Accommodations of social diversity. Yeah, it's very important, dear students. Why? Because since we are living in multicultural context, so here all communities, all caste, all religions should be given equal importance. If we are not giving equal importance to each and everyone in the society, there will be lot of problems in society. There will be conflict, there will be economical setback, there will be fighting, there will be tensions. So we need to give equal importance to each and everyone who lives in the society. At the same time, this democracy which needs to fulfill two conditions. And what is the two conditions? First, democracy is not simply the rule by majority opinion. So here the democratic systems, it should not be ruled by the majority community in the society. Here what the majority should do, they should give importance to the minority also. Dear students, let's think about Sri Lanka. In Sri Lanka, the Sinhala community, they were nearly 74% of people in Sri Lanka. So they do not want to tolerate other community in the society. They wanted to give importance to one particular communities, that is known as Sinhala community. And that is the reason in Sri Lanka there was civil war. So here, in order to fulfill or to have the success of democracy, we need to fulfill two conditions here. First, here the democratic system, it should give more importance to the each and everyone who lives in the society. Here, the majority should not have dominion, or they should not have dominated mentality in the society. So here, democracy, it is not simply ruled by majority opinion. So what they should do? They should learn to work with minority. That means each and every social group should be given equal importance. And at the same time, the majority must protect the interest of the minority. That means what the minority wants, what is their wishes, what is their aspirations, all these things the majority people should think, and they should give more importance to the interest of the minority also. In Sri Lanka, those things was missing. And why those things was missing? Because in Sri Lanka, the Sinhala peoples, they were not at all bother about the minority. Why? Because they were the majority peoples. They were saying that why we should have tolerance to another community. That is why they practice majoritarianism, and which the impact or the results was civil war. So dear students, here the second conditions of democracy to have success in society, and what is that? It is very necessary that rule by majority does not become the rule by majority in terms of religion, in terms of caste, in terms of race, or in terms of linguistic groups. So here, so when the democracy rules, it should not become by majority in terms of religions, in terms of caste, in terms of race, in terms of linguistic groups. So what it should be? The majority should become or it should include each and every caste, every religions, every linguistic groups, and by including each and every one, they should have majority in the society. Here, there should not be majority of one particular caste. The particular caste should not have majority in the society. So how the majority should become here? By incorporating or having the presence of other communities. And when we have the presence of other communities, we should form the majority here. And then we should start ruling the society. And the another thing is different social groups, they should also come together in order to form the majority community in the society. That means just recently I have told you that majority should not become in terms of religions, in terms of caste, in terms of linguistic groups. So how the majority should form here? By incorporating or by mingling with other social groups. There should be a majority community in the society. And when we have these two conditions, then the democratic systems of governance is going to be very successful. Why? Because we are managing social diversity here. We are accepting the other social groups here. We are giving importance to other communities here. We are giving importance to other social groups here. And when we are seeing the outcomes of democracy in terms of the managing of social diversity, here we understood that the democracy, it is the only systems which gives or which tolerate other social groups in the society. And that is why the democratic systems is very successful in managing the social diversity. So dear students, when we analyze the outcomes of democracy in terms of society, then we came to understand that the social outcomes is very better in democratic society, democratic system. Why? Because we are managing social diversity in the society. And at the same time, dear students, here when we are having majority by incorporating the other social groups in the society, what we should give importance here? We should give equal importance to each and every one in the society. So the different social groups, they should not be barred or they should not be stopped, but they should be given equal importance in the society. And at the same time, dear students, as we see that the democratic structures of government or the system of governance, it gives dignity to citizens, respect to citizens, freedom to citizens, irrespective of having different caste, creed and religions. So here, the caste, creed as well as different religions, it never becomes a barrier in democratic society. Why? Because democratic society, it is the only society, it is the only system of governance which gives equal importance to each and every citizens in the society. Irrespective of caste, creed and religions, every individuals are given respect, dignity in the society. That is why the democratic systems is very successful in managing the social diversity in the society. So students, as we are talking about the dignity as well as respect of the citizens, but there are certain period of times that the women are not given equal importance in the society. As we have seen many times in societies that there are so many difficulties as well as so many problems the women are facing today. Even though the democratic structures of government giving equal importance, equal treatment to the women to have better life in the society, in spite of that, as we see that historically it is a male dominated society. So since it is a male dominated society, the importance is given to male persons only. So when the importance is given in the society to male persons, because of that we see the ill treatments the women are facing today. There are so many issues, so many violence, so many ill effects which are happening towards women. So in spite of that also, the women, they have witnessed for a long period of struggles to get the voting rights, to get the equal treatment, to get equal respect and dignity in the society. So after a long period of struggles, the women were given equality in the society. So dear students, as we know and we understood that the equal treatment of women should be given, or it should be very necessary in the society, especially in a democratic society, because we are analyzing that how far the democratic system of governance is managing the social diversity. So in democratic structures of government, the equal treatment, equality which is given to women also, and the equal treatment is very necessary here. And apart from that, dear students, as we see that dignity as well as equal treatment should be given to these disadvantageous group, the backward communities. They should be given equal importance in the society. Many times in our society, in our Indian society, as we have seen and noticed that the backward communities, they are facing lot of troubles. Right from the ancient societies, they are having many kind of issues. They were not given equality in the society. They were not given respect in the society. They were not allowed to have entry into the temple. They are not allowed to have access to public places. So these are some of the difficulties the backward communities are facing. Still they are facing in some areas or in some societies, which we need to eradicate or which we need to stop. Those kind of atrocities, those kind of things which are happening in democratic society. And in democratic society, such kind of ill treatment should not happen in the society. And what should be given more importance? Equality. Equality to each and every individual, irrespective of caste, as well as creed, as well as religions. Everyone should be given equal importance in the society. So here, already I have told you that the caste inequality is seen in the Indian society. That means many of the these backward communities, the SC, ST peoples, they were not given equality in the society. We see the caste inequalities. We see the atrocities which are found in many parts of India. So such kind of things should be stopped. So since we are following the democratic system, because democratic system, it is the only system which gives equal importance for the betterment of the society, for the betterment of the citizens here. So here what we should do, caste inequalities should be stopped here, atrocities should stop here, and equal importance should be given to each and every communities in the society for the betterment of the community, for the betterment of the nations. Everyone should be given equal importance in the society. So dear students, towards the end of the chapter, as we have analyzed the outcomes of democracy, we have analyzed the outcomes of democracy in terms of political areas, in terms of social diversity, in terms of economical situations, and we came to understand that there are so many peoples who are living in the society. They are satisfied with the democratic system of governance, but they have more expectations, they have more complaint, and they are looking for a better system of governance in the society. And when we have, or when we are going to be able to provide a better system of governance, to provide a better society in the society, then we can think that the democratic system of governance is going to be very successful. So dear students, so in this whole chapter, as we have analyzed that how far this democratic system is very successful in managing the political outcomes, in managing the social outcomes, or in managing these economical outcomes. And at the conclusions part, we understood that the democratic system of governance is very successful in managing all these issues in the society, in providing better system of governance in the society. Thank you so much for listening to me.